like to thank the Luzerne County Council of Republican Women for inviting me to speak today. I like to give rabble-rousing speeches, so I hope that's okay with all of you. I'd particularly like to thank Susan Kwiatkowski for recommending me to speak today. So if you don't like what I have to say, Susan's who you go see at the end of this. But I warn you, she is a gun-toting Republican woman, so don't mess with her. We in government do not have government by the majority. We have government by the majority who participate. All tyranny needs to gain a foothold is for people of good conscience to remain silent. Those words were spoken by Thomas Jefferson. Women experience something unique to our gender. We give birth. We get labor pains. And as we lie in hospital preparing to push out new life, what do? We scream. So why then, when our nation and our state and our own county are in great pain, why aren't we screaming? The silence of the women in this nation and in this area is completely unacceptable. We have children in Greater Hazleton and in Wilkes-Barre joining gangs. We have our youth being beaten and bruised. You probably saw in Hazleton not long ago a young man beaten to within an inch of his life on life support. We have around 60 girls in Hazleton area high school who are pregnant. We have overcrowded classrooms all across the county, kids learning in trailers, kids slipping through the cracks. We have a plague of illegal aliens in this area, which not only threatens area jobs, it threatens our area and our national security. We have too many unmotivated youth, too many kids taking shortcuts, selling drugs to make a buck, stealing, not working. Kids doing as little as possible and expecting grand rewards in return. Handouts. The self-esteem of our area's children, particularly the less privileged, is plunging into an abyss. And unless there is action, many will be lost, unable to contribute productively to this area. Now, I don't mean to hurt feelings, but the truth sometimes does hurt. Where are the screams of our area's women? Where is the outcry coming from our area organizations, especially our women's organizations, which above all should feel a sense of duty and obligation to protect and nurture and foster the next generation, our children? Where is the outrage? Where are the protests? Where are the letters to the editor? Where are the press releases? Where are the mentors? And when brave women, like Lorene Cummings, stand up and run for office, a strong voice for the gender, a woman prepared to take a leadership role, so our screams will be heard, where is the overt, relentless, unwavering support for her? Where are the letters of endorsement? Where are the critiques of her opponent's views? My God, she had an opponent who thought that Obamacare didn't go far enough. This is healthcare legislation that tells women when, why, and how their own medical care will occur. The silence of the women in this area was deafening. Outrage should have been expressed. If you want more women to run locally as Republicans, show them there is a machine behind them. Women who will show overt support, that ad dollars will be spent, that independent TV and newspaper buys will be made. Whether it's Lorene, whether it's Stephanie Salavandis or others, they need to know they're not out there alone. They need to be backed by letters to the editor and door-to-door efforts and by vocal comments from women's organizations such as this. We need to be a force that is fearless and vocal. The harsh truth, the women's suffrage movement would have gotten nowhere if today's women were leading it. Silence does not equate to accomplishment. Going with the status quo, not making waves, turning a blind eye, hoping the leaders will take care of things. Sitting around sipping tea is not enough. These are serious times in need of serious people. Polite will not save this nation. Polite or quiet or meek or timid will not save this area. Silence is complacency. Silence is inaction. Silence assures stagnation, and our area cannot afford any more stagnation. The knight on the white horse is not going to ride in and rescue Wilkes-Barre or Hazleton anytime soon. Women of this area, we're not damsels in distress. You're not helpless princesses trapped in a tower, for God's sakes. You can gallop anywhere. A bold, intimidating, aggressive cavalry. You can lead the charge. You can fight to rescue this area. Is what is going on in this area okay? Is it acceptable to you? We don't have enough family-sustaining jobs. Our best and brightest are leaving the area in droves. People are not worshiping in our churches the way they once did. Our people are dying, often due to suicide now. We have drug abuse. We have violence. And children are losing a sense of basic things. Right and wrong and self-worth and a desire to contribute to society. The women of this area need to rise up and say, we are not going to tolerate this any longer. I promise you that if you fix things locally, ladies, nationally will come. Don't tolerate the liberal propaganda in your own school districts. Don't allow the removal of God from your kids' schools. Don't allow kids to slip through the cracks because of overcrowding. Don't allow our values to crumble. Don't allow kids to eat dinner in front of the television set, sit around as a family and talk about issues like we did when we were kids. Do not allow kids to talk during the national anthem at Little League games, because I've seen it. Speak up. Do not tolerate this every kid gets a trophy mentality. There are winners, and there are losers, and one only gets tough by rising after facing adversity. We are not doing our kids any favors with all of this coddling. It is time for the women of this area to make some demands. Demands for a rebirth of this area. Demand that the Constitution of the United States is taught in your schools, in your school districts. And if it isn't, teach it to your kids at home. But take it a step further. Don't just teach children about their rights. Teach them about their responsibilities to our nation, to our state, to our veterans, to our community. Demand your kids know American history, that they know world history, that they know what happened to countries when guns were taken away. They need to know what happened to people that were apathetic, too lazy to get engaged. They need to know, importantly, about those who fought and bled and died for our freedoms. George Washington once said, a primary object should be the education of our youth in the science of government. What duty more pressing than communicating it to those who are to be the future guardians of liberty? So set the example. Teach what leadership really means. It means putting one's neck on the line, charging the hill in the face of fire, risking it all in the name of something important. Do you attend council meetings, crime watch meetings, school board meetings? Do you actively participate in the process of government? Do you hold your area's leaders' feet to the fire? Are you one of we the people being vocal in the community? Do you walk into a community meeting and do you hear people say under their breath, "Gosh, I'm so glad she's here"? Women will join the party by seeing strength. I'm always amazed. People are so baffled why more women aren't Republicans. Maybe it's because, with all due respect, men have been running the party too long, nationally and locally, and men struggle for some reason to figure us out. Well, I'm going to clue you in. Women want two things. We want to be respected, and we want to be heard. Democrats figured this out already, and they play right into it with their rhetoric. They make women feel heard by conducting things like Hillary Clinton's listening tours. And when her husband feels our pain, it's calculated, because empathy is the greatest demonstration of listening. It's brilliant marketing, folks. It's brilliant marketing. The Democrats respect women because they respect our bodies, our right to choose. And naive women have fallen for this crock. And Republicans must demonstrate we are the party that respects women by not defining women's issues so narrowly. Republicans are the ones respecting liberties and the right to carry a firearm for protection, the right to choose one's health care. Women's organizations such as this must be vocal in educating women, especially younger women fresh out of college, which is very liberally minded, and we have a lot of colleges in this area. The Democrats are about power and control over women. That their big government is actually a domineering spouse telling women what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Women's organizations like this must explain that Republicans, conversely, are the party about freedom and independence. You have a responsibility to do this education, because I'm telling you, if you wait for the male party leaders to do it, for them to ride in on their white horses, you're going to be waiting a long, long time. It's your responsibility to do this on a local level. Women cannot be silent any longer. Our gender can't afford it. Our children can't afford it. Our community cannot afford it. And our nation cannot afford it. Remember, the government is not your master. It is your servant. You command it. It does not command you. So I beg the women in this room as I close to get vocal, to be a force to be reckoned with. You should not be asking area leaders, "Oh, please come and speak to us." No, if you get aggressive, if you're out there with a force, if you do so, they will hope for the opportunity to get to come and speak to you. Republican Council of, the Luzerne County Council of Republican Women can be a powerful force. When you speak up, when you speak out, things can happen and change can occur. And if you want that, if you want to be a force, a catalyst for change, don't say, "Yes, sir." Say, "No thanks. We got this." Women, you have bled for life. You are completely capable of being the primary leaders of our community. If you wish to give this new area a new life, just do one thing: scream. May God bless our area. May God bless our troops, the people of Boston, and the great country of America. Thank you very much.